welcome to the Bastards YouTube channel. Coming off of another great win for the Red Sox against the Minnesota Twins. I'm Nick. We also have Vic here in the house tonight. Vic, how you doing?
I'm doing great, feeling great. I know you and I just spoke to each other briefly about this, but it's great to see, this team kind of turn it around since the last time I was on here, and things are looking up. So let's hope that it stays that way.
Yeah, I believe it's 4 games over 500 right now.
It is
Looking
four. Yep.
probably one. It's looking like it's the best stretch of baseball the team has played yet. And I look at that with the Yankees, the Twin series we've got going on here, getting the last win of the series against the Rockies as well. So they're on a 7-game win streak right now.
Six.
7 or 6? Six game. Well, I'm jumping ahead because I'm feeling really good about tomorrow too.
Right.
So I want to break down this game here we had tonight. As you can see in clear black and white in our title here for this episode tonight, the Christian Arroyo game. And I want to just say first and foremost, I don't know how frequent this is for other players out there in the league, but Arroyo was not in the starting lineup to start this game. He was put in because Pablo Reyes had some sort of soreness going on. So Cora elected to put Kike, who went 0 for 5 tonight. Just want to mention that crystally clear so everybody knows. And put Arroyo at second base. And for a guy that's not expected to start, to jump right back into the lineup and to give your best game of the season, probably your best game of your career, that was outstanding from Arroyo. He went 5 for 5 tonight, 4 RBIs with the big home run as well. Definitely unexpected, but I must say, now the conversation we can absolutely have. I like Christian Arroyo more than Kike Hernandez. I don't know how you feel on it, but let's talk Christian Arroyo. First of all, what did you think? Pretty awesome game. And then just a comparison between Arroyo and Kike Hernandez.
No, absolutely. I mean, I've always been a huge Christian Arroyo guy. I feel like whenever he's been given the chance, health permitting, that always seems to be his issue. He seems to be the most unlucky player I can ever remember. It's just the most fluky injuries, right? It seems like whenever he's been able to have, consistent at bats, he's been able to produce. I mean, we're talking about someone who, I would have to look at his career numbers. It feels like he's always hitting somewhere in the 270, 280 range, which is the equivalent of, hitting 300 basically 15 years ago.
Right.
He seems to come up in great spots. It's his defense at second. You're never looking at him in the field, and you're not looking at him as a liability. I don't really think he stands out either way, but I think that there is, there is some consistency there, which I think is really all you can ask for on the defensive side of the ball with this Red Sox team, especially in the infield. Phenomenal way to just step up today. I mean, that next man up mentality, I'm not saying this is a championship team by any means, but that's the type of mentality that these good teams have, right? And we saw that.
You've heard rumblings from a lot of people on the team that Christian Arroyo is a hell of a teammate. He's somebody that gives his all when healthy, that is an integral part of this unit and this team that's together. And you can see why when he's playing well and you can count on him to deliver a game like that where you're not even expected to play into the lineup and boom, you become the most impactful guy in that team tonight. So that was huge to see. Curious to see what the lineup will look like now tomorrow, because now with Reyes down at short, I don't know about you. I've had enough of Kike. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that it's a results business. The guy could be the greatest person on the face of the earth. Could be an awesome teammate, could be everything that you ever wanted. But if you get up there and you can't hit the ball, you really can't be playing at shortstop, but just by default, you had to play him there because you didn't have any other choice there tonight. This team is going to have a log jam. You're already seeing Duvall come back. I want Duran in the lineup all the time right now. I did not like how he was not in the lineup tonight. I did not like that. You got Casas, who's kind of getting his groove together and all. Kike's the odd man out. He has got to be riding pine when Trevor Story and some of these other guys even also return. So that's how I'm feeling on that.
No, I agree 100%. And I mean, I echo your sentiment there about Kike. I think right? He is somewhat of an invaluable player to that team in terms of chemistry and I guess quote unquote leadership. He seems to be, you know, a glue guy, at least within that clubhouse. People seem to gravitate towards him too, the same way you mentioned Arroyo. So I think just for that reason, I mean, I've seen some people calling for like a Kike DFA. I just don't see that happening because that's the type of move that I think, regardless of the production, could have a huge hit on the morale. I do agree, though, that the playing time needs to be cut with that aforementioned logjam. I mean, right? I think if it was up to us, I would love to see Kike hit ninth and play, you know, Gold Glove caliber center field. But with the players that we have in the outfield, we need their bats. I'm not giving up.
And that's why, like Duran, I want Duran in the outfield. And if he's going to be in center field, then you put him there. I'm not 100% sold on Adam Duvall yet. Yes, he hit a home run tonight, but if he's going to go 1 for 5, 1 for 6 every night, that to me does not say, wow, I got to play him all the time. Maybe he's playing 5 out of 7 or something like that. But Terry and I were on the show last night, and Duran 3 for 3, and then he gets pinched hit for Rob Refsnyder, which I actually said for Cora was one of his most bold in-game moves last night that he made. Would have done that 100%. But I also would have returned right back to what you started with, and I would have put Duran back into the lineup. So it's a mix and match kind of thing.
That was something when I saw the lineup card come out earlier today. It was something I definitely scratched my head about, just because, right, especially with young players, right, you want to give them send a message to them that, like, you do appreciate a hard played game, something where debatably also his best game of his young career so far, and rewarding him with a start in back-to-back games. That seems like that would have been a sensible decision there. But I just heard Papelbon actually say something on the post game just now, and it's, you know, Cora's going through one of those stretches where he seems to, you know, just press every right button, and it's hard to, you know, during the course of this. Yeah, no, absolutely we will, right? Because again, it just seems like every move, like you mentioned that Refsnyder move, starting Caleb Ort as an opener, they all seem to be paying off in some capacity, right? And it's like the bullpen's been reset now, et cetera, et cetera. It's just one of those things where things are going so great, it's hard to, you know, kind of nitpick at the little things that make us scratch our heads.
Just a couple things before we go over the probables for tomorrow. Just on honorable mention, Masataka Yoshida, great game, 3 for 5, absolute kill shot out in right center. That was David Ortiz territory.
I don't think I've seen one in Target go that far since.
That was
Ortiz.
Sweet to see.
Yeah, that was.
Justin Turner, first triple since 2020. The guy's got wheels when he can.
You don't see that every day, right?
Hose him down. That was great. Kutter Crawford, 5 innings, no runs given up. I'll take that every day. And then the last thing I want to say is I hope they leave Corey Kluber right in Minnesota and not have to deal with it again, because you don't even have a mop-up for a mop-up guy right now. That's how piss poor he's been. So
there's no reason that
he's your new Ryan Brazier.
Absolutely. I mean, Murphy should be called up immediately. I don't see A, you get another lefty in the pen, and B, I mean,
I saw that statement 100%.
He's averaging the most home runs per 9 in Red Sox history.
Yeah,
that is insane.
He gave up 3 in 3 innings of mop-up duty. So what you saw right there is Corey Kluber. That's 2023 Corey Kluber right there.
Yeah,
high bloom. Get rid of him.
Yeah, Heim's got to get over his ego there and just go and let that go.
He's just got to get it go. Let it go. Probables for tomorrow, we got Garrett Whitlock, who's come off 2 back-to-back great starts, Yankees and Rockies, against Sonny Gray, who we talked off camera about it. As soon as he left New York, Sonny Gray's been tremendous young talent pitcher who's delivered consistency for this Minnesota Twins team. Who do you got for tomorrow?
I'm riding with the boys right now. I'm going with the Red Sox. I honestly, it's one of those things where the Twins, before this series, I'm looking at them. They would surprisingly actually have the lowest team ERA in all of baseball. It was in the low 3s, so that shocked me a bit. But we're in one of those stretches where we're hitting everything. We're not striking out, putting the ball in play, and good things are happening. I can see us getting to Sonny. I feel like historically the Red Sox have always hit him pretty well. Cora's had a pretty good game plan for him over the years. I'll go with the Sox 5-2.
I echo the statement. I go Red Sox in this one as well. Whitlock continues, goes on a 3-win-in-a-row streak, keeps that winning streak alive. And like I said earlier, 7 wins will happen tomorrow. That'll do it here for our post-game show. We will be back again to talk more after tomorrow night's Twins Red Sox game. Go Red Sox. We hope you all have a great rest of your night.